Hello, everyone. I'm HearMeowt. Welcome to my channel. Well, tonight we continue the journey along the Casey Morrow storyline arc. If you remember last time, Lorne provided his 2022 psych evaluation to Casey, and it was a disaster. We will now see the continued fallout from the report's revelations and Lorne's pathetic attempt to do damage control. Now, as more of you are discovering this channel, I'm sure there are going to be a few who have no idea who Lorne Armstrong is. He is the human embodiment of failure, and I assure you this is the best comedy on YouTube. His big break came in 2007 when he was caught live on national television on NBC's To Catch a Predator, the final episode. After getting out of prison, he proceeded to be trolled over and over again on recorded phone calls for at least half a decade. And it shows he's the same man he's always been. Lorne's background is vast and extensive and impossible to explain in a few sentences. All you need to know is that almost no one he's talking to on the phone, they're all playing characters, and nothing they're describing to him is happening. But Lorne believes it all. But if you do enjoy what you see here, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of the fun. We do have way more subjects than Lorne Armstrong, such as Sarah Boone, Diane Downs, Robert Tellis, and of course Lorne. The playlist for those different subjects can be found in the description of this video. So hello to everyone who's with us live in the chat. Hello to the replay crew. Please remember to hit the like button so we can avoid all unnecessary situations that would follow. All right, let's begin. Everyone, welcome, and we've got one of our all-time favorite guest hosts. You know him as the one and only Dexter.
Good, and you?
Okay, so for those of you who have been watching recently, this is picking up directly after Call 58, which we listened to before we did the RSO assignments. So the first call that we're listening to is still that same day. And we're going to play a little bit of the end of the clip of 58 where he's explaining the female anatomy again, like an idiot. And it's probably helpful to see those beforehand, but not necessarily necessary, but I would go back and watch them. Extra, do you have anything else you need to add?
Probably some of my favorite Casey calls.
Yeah. Because after we get through 63, then we go to more of the Alex Jones calls where he's jealous again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I uploaded more bites.
I thought you had blonde hair.
But you had blonde hair.
You had blonde hair. Oh. Sorry about that. No, the alarm said, okay. All right, let's see here. So, first call is going to pick up the tail end of 58. And here we go. And it's 59A because, Blue Boy combined a call from 8-2 onto the end of this one, which I didn't really feel flowed, but I guess we'll try it that way as well. Let's see here. Oops.
And I've never had a woman sit down and discuss her bodily parts with me.
Is it because these women don't exist?
You can believe that if you want to. It's completely up to you.
I mean, you said you love eating pussy. You don't know where or what the clits are.
Oh, and as Katie Katz just said in the chat the other day, or when we first listened to this is some of the dumbest Lorne has ever said.
so I don't know the names of them, of the parts. I didn't know that I was there to be able to list off the parts of a woman's body.
Well, you should know where they are.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
well, you can teach.
I loathe to give Lorne any credit whatsoever, and I'm not. But you don't need to know the name of the parts. Sure,
Right.
I could understand you not knowing the name of the parts, but you should still know the general area that these parts should be in. If you claim to be such a pussy hound as Lorne claims to have
Right.
been.
I think I used the analogy last time. You could get somebody who doesn't speak English to come over to America, and they would be able to they'd be able to say, oh yeah, they'd be able to have sex successfully with a woman.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Even though they don't know any of the English terms for the parts.
And the fact that he believes there are multiple clits, like that alone,
Right.
is just astonishing. It's astonishing.
Oh, two things real quick. StreamYard finally gave the ability to break out the chat windows, so I don't have to click back and forth between them. Thank goodness. And Karen Bluebird, after finishing the Lornography, sent this picture over, comparing me to Lorne.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We could all hope to aspire to be like Lorne.
So thank you very much, Karen.
You'll be the first one to teach me.
He's licking the vulva and the labia.
Okay, whatever those are, you can teach me.
Oh my God. How does he not know what either of them are? How has he not accidentally heard it he's 52 here, right? How has he never heard these terms? And what exactly did his brother teach him?
Well,
Did they just say penis go in here? That was it.
remember during the Lornography 2025, we were discussing if Lorne even knows how to masturbate, if he just goes full bore every time.
All the way on, all the way off.
All the way on, all the way off.
Right. Forever Wonder says, you can teach me, and Lorne's voice makes my skin crawl. Well, because Lorne thinks he's trying to steer it back towards sexy time. Like, this is getting us closer. Lorne will say at the end of this, he believes this was a good step forward in their relationship. The psych report and all the stuff that's about to happen here. What an idiot.
Holy shit.
I don't know the names of the parts. Casey, what do you want me to say? You don't want me to lie to you.
That's
I've never studied
embarrassing.
it. I've never studied it. It doesn't mean that I've never been in it or had it or tasted it or had it.
I mean, you
I've
don't have
never
to
studied
study it.
Well, apparently you do.
Well, you're saying
Something I
you
never-
stuck your tongue all the way in a vagina.
Yeah, he hit the G spot.
I stuck my tongue all the way in.
Yeah, that's what you said.
All of what I had of my tongue. I knew I didn't stick it all the way in her vagina because I'd have to have a hell of a long tongue. But my whole tongue, I stuck my tongue in all the way, as far as it would go. That's what I meant.
Why? You said you hit the G spot.
I don't hit the G spot with Kathy.
He knows it. Boom. He knows that he hit the G spot.
You hit my G spot.
She said, "Oh yeah, you hit my G spot."
We're doing a story on
Powder Dusty, $2. It smells like vulva and Jergens in here. Yeah, I usually go over and leave a comment in Powder Dusty's chat about this. It smells like failure and regret in here. Thank you for the $2.
There was no mistaking on that one.
No.
With your tongue.
With my
Yes.
tongue. She even told me that I hit her G spot.
You hit my
Either
G
you're
spot.
lying.
How would he know if she didn't tell him? This Lorne, I mean. Other people could figure it out, right? But Lorne would have to have it told. Like, nobody's going to say that.
You hit my G spot.
Yeah, that's my G spot.
Or she was lying.
Well, maybe she was lying. I don't know, but I know she reacted when I hit a certain spot there.
Well, how'd she react?
Yeah.
Screaming. This one. But the other way you know this didn't happen, remember the Casey calls where Casey, I'm calling Casey 2 now, Casey 2A and Casey 2B, Winnie
Yeah.
and Debbie.
Yep.
On those calls where she's supposedly getting excited, right? And it's really just Dan or a man going, whoa, whoa.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
And he's not curious at all or suspicious at all that that's not what a woman sounds like. In fact, it's not even a woman again, right? But
Yeah, it's just ghost noises and Shimon.
Huh?
How did she react?
She wiggled
Horror.
around a lot. And fast.
So about those outer clips.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm right on that or not. I'm just taking a guess. Told you that already. I don't know.
yeah, it's Shimon.
Shimon like Michael Jackson.
Shimon.
I really don't know if there's one or two. Okay, let me explain to you what I have always thought.
Why is the female body or female anatomy so asymmetrical to Lorne? Right? He'll say there's one off to the side,
Right,
or to the
yes.
left, to the right.
Yes.
He can see, I know his dick curves, but he still only has one. It's not like he has one and then an extra one on the left
But it's
side.
got a wicked curve to it. I really would like to measure the angle of his dick.
Okay, so Karen Bluebeard, who just finished the Lornography, you can see on this screen here where I've got some notes. So remember at the end when he showed up the Sting house and there's the girl there and he's like going like
Did you bring condoms?
Yes, I did.
the person that said, "Did you bring condom?" That's the actress Casey Morrow. Now he believes 15 years later he's reconnected with her for a third time and that they are dating. But it is not the actress. It is a man using a voice changer.
Yep.
That's
it.
That's it in a nutshell.
That's it. Can't add anything to it.
Well,
Yep.
yell at me.
Well, yell at me, why don't you?
I've always thought that I don't know what the proper name is for it, but the flap on the pussy,
Yeah.
the outer flap, I've always thought that was a clip.
What an idiot.
The flap.
The flap. Only one of them, right? What?
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
Lorne also, I think it's worth mentioning, Lorne also believes women are sort of like a Capri Sun, where you could pop them with a straw when they first have sex. It's like they're sealed, and then you just pop them, and then you're no longer a virgin.
Yeah, and he believes that, boobs are filled with milk like bags, right?
Yes, they are. And they lactate anytime a woman is aroused.
No, it's only half of this. It's only 59A. So it's got, what is this? It's like 10 minutes. And then we get on to more of his denials and trying to explain the report. So.
Then I've thought that, like, right along by the pussy hole, that there was another one.
Yeah.
I never knew that for sure. I was just taking a guess at it.
There's another hole? Is he talking about the urethra?
No, he's saying there's a by the hole, right? But here's the other weird thing. I was listening to another call a couple days ago, and he's talking to who he thinks is Casey back then, Casey 2, who's really Winnie, and he's talking about putting it in her hole. I don't know why I got to.
Yes, he does. You're right.
He says pee hole.
Yes.
He doesn't say it by mistake.
Or something.
He keeps repeat. Oh yeah. She said she's gonna pee. He's like, oh, and I'll plug you.
I'll plug you up.
It's just what? Do you not understand, Lorne? It's not just one hole. God.
But that's why. But I can't imagine that he understands there's a urethra there.
No. Yeah.
There's no way.
There's zero way. Zero way.
I don't think he understands that he has a urethra, quite frankly.
Yeah. Well, gay. I'm not going to talk about that.
That's true. That's pretty gay.
Rhonda Blueberry, $2. Go for it. I forgot what I was going for, but yeah, he does not. And this man has supposedly had sex.
A lot
of sex.
I've never known the proper names of them.
By the hole?
Yeah, right by the pussy hole.
What is this outer flap?
I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. If there's one there or not, I don't know. When I was in school, they didn't do sexual education. What they did of sexual education was very little because, then they didn't think it was something that they should be teaching.
Whatever.
And they certainly didn't go through the names of stuff, because then there would be parents calling them up and complaining. As far as sex being mentioned in my house growing up, that was long shot for that.
Well, you said that you love going down on women. You love it.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
There's no way you would be this confused if you did it even one time.
Oh, come on, Casey. Give him a little credit. Come on.
I haven't had a kiss yet.
No, you still haven't, Lorne.
I go down on a woman. I'm down there to make her feel good. As long as my tongue is moving around and making her feel good, then I'm doing something right.
Ugh.
I don't need to know the names of stuff in order to make that happen.
It wouldn't feel good if you're just moving your tongue around randomly.
The tongue from this mouth.
Randomly.
The chiclets.
Yeah, with the wobble tooth just going.
Did you read the quote I said that when he's mumbling and he's drunk and he's like, she goes, is that a Maine accent? Or did a mule kick you? Or is that, no, wait. Is that a Maine accent or does it just sound like that coming through your buck tooth? She said, you look like a mule kicked you in the face.
When I hit the spot that I know that she's feeling something good, then I stay right in that spot for a bit. But I also figure that she probably doesn't want me to stay in that one spot forever, and I move my tongue around some more.
Where? No. Just no.
Just no.
You don't, that's not how you do it. You don't just flap your fucking tongue around, sticking it inside and just licking random parts and stuff. Like, you don't do that.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Golden Ryan.
You can show me how you want me to.
He badgered Kayla for sex for a month, but never Googled a diagram of the female anatomy. Like, he had all that time. Dude, just look it up.
Do it. And that's how I'll do it. Is that a deal?
Can you admit that you've never gone down on a woman before?
No.
Because if you
don't
would,
want me-
you
don't
know
want
I
me to
would
lie to
know
you.
instantly.
You don't want me to lie to you.
Exactly. You know, if we ever had sex, I would know instantly.
You don't
You
want
do
me to lie
realize
to you.
that, right?
Yeah. Like, if you say so. You don't want me to lie to you. I can't tell you yes.
I'll be able to
That's how
tell
you
if
know.
you're a virgin 100%.
Okay. You'll be able to tell.
Your mouth has never touched a vagina. You have never even seen a vagina in person.
If that's what you want to believe, then okay.
Liar laugh. Liar laugh. Liar laugh. Pixie Dust member for 4 months. Karen Bluebird member for 6 months. Congratulations to both of you. Polynomial Purebred, $4.99. Little older than L Dog and went to an all-girls Catholic school. We were told parts names in school. More, actually. Did they bring out the banana with the condom at the all-girls school? Purple Pixie Dust. I need a drawing of the flap hole. And the only reason I'm bleeping that out is because I'm just worried about getting... I feel like my streams last because they don't start off hard with the Lorne stuff in terms of like getting content straight, right? But this one, since it was at the beginning, I was like, I'm just not taking any chances on that. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Here's a joke. Lorne for community service has to teach sex ed to a class of children. He walks in with a banana and a condom. He says, class, I'm going to show you how to put on a condom. But first, I need to eat this banana because I can't get a hard on when I'm hungry.
You were chewing?
Give me chewing.
You don't even know where the clit is. That's about as much proof as I need.
Kid, you keep believing what you want to believe. Just remember, I never lied to you.
Well, you've lied to me multiple times in this call, so...
Not from today on.
And I gave you my real phone number.
Yeah, Andy.
Even though you were lying to me.
The tip off.
I'm pretty...
Hopefully nobody forgets that. Lorne cuts the tip off the condom. What? Holy hell. What kind of stupid man is this?
I mean, are you not supposed to do that?
It's just, and he rinses them out to reuse them.
upset about that.
Well, I mean, that's just being,
And he's using him to
responsible with
jerk
money.
off. Not for sex. He's using him to jerk off.
Why would you be upset about it?
And I don't mean that as a joke. He says he does that.
Yeah, he does.
Because you're lying to me?
No, that's what you want to think. I can't help what you want to think. You want me to not lie to you, so I'm not lying to you. But you don't want to believe that I'm not lying to you, and I can't help that. I'm not going to lie to you, Casey. We've taken a huge step
guys
today
love wearing condoms.
because of that.
Did we though?
That's like,
Yeah, we did.
Well, it feels more like a bussy.
yeah,
Or
it feels more real. Guys, it's just well known. Guys love condoms.
Yeah. Hey, baby, do you want to have sex? No, man. I don't got a condom.
I don't have a condom.
Really won't enjoy it. Blackula $1.99. Thank you.
We took a very huge step.
It's a latex fetish. Well, technically, it makes it bigger too. Like that little thin latex layer. Every little bit counts. What huge step did they take? Well, he found out. You forgot. This is after the psych report. So she found out that he's, according to a trained clinical therapist, that he is still attracted to children, that he's failed a bunch of polygraphs, and now she thinks he doesn't know what a female's body is, but that's closeness, right? All this stuff. Remember, he said something. When in trying to tell her something special, he talked about his first wet dream, right?
Yeah.
Lorne.
Step we needed to take.
Yeah, I remember that.
Time ago. You're not going to find me lying to you.
You lie all the time. You're
But
lying
I
right
can't help
now.
what you want to believe. It's like Ashley and Julie. I don't lie to them. They don't question me about it now because they know I'm not lying. Julie, she's...
Well, they've just given up on confronting you because you keep lying.
Huh?
Or they've just given up on confronting you since you're a known liar.
Yeah, an actual psychiatrist.
No.
No.
Ashley's the first one that I've been able to trust completely for a probation officer. And then they get...
Well, you've actually been able to trust all of them. They're your probation officer.
Notice it's the two females. He doesn't trust Sean, Dwayne.
Well, that would be gay.
That'd be gay, right? He just
And
goes in there and cries and cries. Whoa.
No, I haven't been able to trust all of them.
Well, I mean, you should have been able to, but you have like an issue reason.
I should have been able to.
They don't trust you either, clearly.
Well, Ashley does. Julie does. And me and Julie are making a lot of progress.
I mean, you admitted to lying to them, though.
I haven't lied to Ashley and Julie. You're not going to find me lying to you.
I did today, multiple times.
No, you didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't read the thing as well as I should have.
Yeah, he thought Bryce was gay to his haircut, and then it made him uncomfortable. And he had to lie to Bryce because he thought Bryce was hitting on him. Remember that? It's just
I do. I forgot about
pathetic.
it, but I do.
So pathetic.
Well, it's just unfortunate that this document made you look even worse.
Yeah, apparently it did. So now I got to discuss it with Ashley and Julie. So I can figure out what the hell's going on with that.
Well, you need to find something that corroborates what you're saying is the truth.
Lauren, this report's 4 months old, so they've already read it, and they weren't shocked by the results. So the fact that you're coming to them now saying, hey, what the hell does this report say? They think this is correct. Or else they would have talked to you about it and said, what did you say in there? Yeah, this is not Trashley. This is Ashley, who works for the probation officer or the counselor or whatever.
I didn't feel the last polygraph I took.
All right, are we going to ignore the other ones you failed about the child porn?
Yes,
what's child porn?
The 9-year-old girl on the news?
And for those who don't know, this is the photo that they are discussing when they're talking about the 9-year-old girl on the news. Let me remove Shin's comment here a sec. Lauren was upset about this girl in leggings being on the news or on TV singing the national anthem for a split second before the news at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, it was for a frame. Like he caught it on a frame at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
That wasn't child porn.
Well, you jerked off to it, so it was child porn enough.
No, I didn't jerk off to it.
According to
Because
the
I
polygraph,
fantasized
you
about it. I didn't fantasize about it.
did. No, your polygraph said you did.
Yeah, so here's the actual language, and I went back and looked it up again. The actual language in the psych report says that the polygrapher said that he admitted to, what's the word? He acknowledged having sexual fantasies about a 9-year-old girl who is on TV and sings the national anthem wearing a short dress.
Okay.
So that's the line in the report from the polygraph person, right? And polygrapher. And the thing is, Lorne is thinking about fantasy is in terms of him sitting there fantasizing about it. Polygrapher is going, oh, you're thinking about people hurting her. That's in your brain. That's a fantasy. You might not admit it's yours, right? But that's fantasizing. Lenny, $8.77, 87. Thank you very much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the difference between parents, right? So, like if you're concerned about your child being left alone or like you don't want your 8-year-old or whatever, right, wandering off around the neighborhood or something because you're afraid somebody could take them, right? You're not going to the jump, oh, somebody's going to molest them. I don't want them outside, right? Like he's jumping that step of somebody kidnapping the kid and going straight to thinking about the act. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Like that's his problem, right? So a parent wouldn't think about, oh, this is going to happen to you just no stops with they're in danger because somebody could take them. But
Told him that I was
projection. It is projection.
upset about it.
Well, the official report says differently.
I never fantasized about it.
Yes,
So-
you did.
Maybe the thinking that me being upset about it is me fantasizing about it. Maybe they're considering it that way. I don't know, but I got to find out.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely need to find out, Lauren. I mean, you failed the polygraph.
Yeah, I know.
About the fantasies. Failed it
I know.
twice.
Yeah, he also thinks he's helping himself by saying, yeah, I hate pedophiles too. Guys, we got to stop them because I don't hurt kids anymore.
I don't know how I failed it.
He's not
'Cause you
a
lied.
predator.
He just has to he's not a sex offender either. He just has to register as one.
Right.
I didn't lie. Maybe it was the way he asked the question. I know we're going to go over it on the 4th. I'm going to go over it with him. And I'll figure it out. And I will tell you the truth about everything.
Well,
I'll tell you about everything that is said. Whether I'm wrong about something or I'm right about something. I'm not going to lie to you about it. You're taking a huge step with me, and I don't want us going backwards.
Again with the huge
You're
step.
literally going to...
Well, then just admit it.
You're literally going to know every thought in my head. I'm not going to admit to something I didn't do. I am not attracted to kids, period.
but you are.
But you are, and you admitted it in the report, and you fantasized about... See, that's where I think they're getting it blended. He fantasized about girls from high school and was jerking off to that, but not necessarily the 9-year-old in terms of jerking off.
Except those girls from high school.
Yeah, they just ask yes or no questions on the polygraph, and he failed.
Uh-huh.
Except for the girls from high school.
Uh-oh, Lauren.
The what?
Except for the girls from high school.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it that way when I did that. If I had thought about it that way, I wouldn't have done it. I promise you, Casey, I'm not going to lie to you about anything.
Well, I think I'm going to start talking to you back on the Google number.
Casey, you want to go backwards. That's not good. Why would you do that?
Probably going to change my number too. You made us go backwards, and I think you need to understand how serious that is for me.
No, I didn't make us go backwards, Casey.
Because you're lying to me.
You do that, we're going to go way backwards.
Yeah, we went way backwards today.
No, we went way forwards. What you're trying to make it as is something that's going way backwards.
The delusions of this man. it's incredible the way his mind can spin something inside his own brain, right? Everything just happened is good for us. Karen Bluebird, $5. What did you think about when you were thinking about lying on the polygraph? Thank you very much, Karen Bluebird. I'll let it finish. Like, this should be very embarrassing for him, right? The thing I don't understand about Lorne.
This should be very embarrassing. This would be enough for me to suck off a 45. Like, this is awful.
Right. This is awful. But he thinks it's good. The other thing I was thinking about is in the calls when he's asking, he'll ask like the same thing like 2 or 3 times. Like it's something that's embarrassing the first time, and then he'll repeat it. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? How come he doesn't have like
shame?
It's not shame. All right. For instance, what is the number one reason guys don't go up to women in bars if you're single?
Feeling shy,
insecure, and possibility of rejection. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Why doesn't Lorne have any of that?
Because he's an idiot.
He absolutely should, but for some reason he doesn't. Like the awkwardness of rejection, it just blows right past him, and he'll repeat it. Like it's insane to me that somebody that is the most embarrassing person ever has somehow not developed that aversion to social awkwardness. It's mind-boggling. And yet rejection, but then yet he will cling on to being rejected supposedly for 30 years by Paula. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you did it just because you wanted to get the report from me.
Well, no shit, Lorne.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
Of course, that's why they did it, Lorne, and you're still talking to him.
Would I do that?
You seem to not want to believe me about anything.
This report is sickening. Why would I want this?
You seem to not want to believe me about anything.
Because you're lying.
No, I'm not lying to you. I can say that until I'm blue in the face, and you're not going to believe me. That's completely up to you. I can't make you believe me. You have to want to be able to believe me. That's not something I can do. I know
you can by telling the truth.
I know
you have a pattern of lying. But no one knows what to believe.
I know what's happened in my life, and I know what goes through my head. I'm not going to say that something just because somebody else wants me to say it.
So I need to convince myself of something that doesn't make any sense?
I'm not like that, and I'm not going to do it. It's no different than you being stubborn about wanting to be around your friend all the time. I'm not going to lie for somebody just because they want me to lie.
Masturbating to a 9-year-old girl is the same as me spending time with Alex? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's worse.
What did she say? I was looking.
She said masturbating to a 9-year-old girl is as bad as me spending time with my friend Alex Jones.
Well, yeah, they are.
I think it's worse.
Alex Jones is worse.
Jones.
You agree?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. If it's not even, it's tilting towards Alex is worse.
Yeah.
Right.
For somebody just because they want me to lie.
Masturbating to a 9-year-old girl is the same as me spending time with Alex? Is that what you're saying?
And I've never done that. So that's you wanting to believe whatever you want to believe.
You said it.
No, I did not say it. I didn't say it, and I never will say it because it never happened.
Well,
Ramona's diaper says, I think his abnormal attraction scares the crap out of him and he's too stupid to deal with it. I actually don't think so. Here's the thing. I think Lorne only makes these claims and will deny being attracted to children because he went to prison for it. Right. And he knows that it's not popular, but he doesn't see anything wrong with it. Make sense? Like, same thing with, what is it? Like, he's only lying to stay out. He wants to get out of treatment class because it's inconvenient to him, not because he thinks he has to take it or that he's actually passed it. He just wants out of it.
But it's so simple for him to get out of it. He can get out of, anyone can get out of that class. It's just he's so stupid that he's incapable. It doesn't take, what has it been, 16 years? How long has it been since he's been taking that class?
14 years.
14 years.
Mm-hmm.
It does not take 14 years to pass sex offender class.
Yeah, I think somebody said it was like 2 years. So he's at this point, he's been in it 10 years on this call. He's been in it now another 4 years after this call. But,
and we know recently, he just took another sex offender evaluation, and he failed that too.
Yeah. He even got the original crime wrong. So it's the way it sounds, he's gone backwards from this psych report.
Yes.
Like,
possibly, yes.
It's ridiculous. I think part of the problem is he's stupid, but I also think the other problem is because he doesn't view this as bad, he doesn't retain any of the information. Like, it's more than just stupidity, right? It's something that's a foreign language to him that other people should just, like, the natural stuff you'd remember and then you build onto it, right? It's just so far out of his brain that any of this is wrong and what he thinks is wrong to him that he can't retain these facts, but he knows to say he's not attracted to children, even though he slips up and admits being attracted to children over and over. Dustin was violated in Tennessee for failing to make progress in class. Lorne should be held accountable too.
Damn straight.
Yeah, I agree.
Damn straight.
I agree.
This psychiatrist is gonna get in trouble then for lying so much.
Well, I'm going to figure out what's going on with that because shit's not happening right. It's not happening as I'm saying it, as I'm telling them. Have you ever had anybody try to look so deep into your life that it just blows your mind?
I've never lied to anybody to this extent.
Even this is false. What he just said there. Have you ever had somebody look so deeply into your life? Nobody's looking deeply, Lorne. The answer is very obvious and surface level, and you cannot admit it, right? He's the one that is trying to go back and I'm trying to figure out, how myself become selfish. What part did I learn to become selfish? Trying to look at my past right? He's trying to dig really deep himself. Nobody else is. Everyone is just acknowledge you're attracted to children, Lorne. It's ironic.
Have you ever been interrogated constantly?
No, because what I just said, I've never lied to anyone like this.
Well, I haven't lied about me. I haven't lied. I didn't lie to them about any of this stuff. And they twisted my words around. I'm not going to say they didn't twist my words around and that I lied to them when I didn't lie to them.
Wait, hold on. What was that? What was that double Lorne speak there?
And they twisted my words around. I'm not going to say they didn't twist my words around and that I lied to them when I.
No, he's just doing his palindrome thing where he repeats the sentence forwards and backwards.
Didn't lie to them. And they did twist my words around. And I'm not going to say any different just because somebody wants me to.
Well, you failed a test about telling the truth.
That wasn't his fault, though.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Okay, somebody said we need wood chipper. Right. Call 60 is about the flag girl, so I won't comment on that.
Well, I'm going to find out what happened to that, too. I think that one was I think that one was because of
That graphic
the high school
is made by Sumo.
girls that I thought about that I went to high school with.
Well, how do they twist that? How do they twist a yes or no question?
How do they twist it? When I tell him one thing and he puts completely the opposite of what I said, that's completely twisting things around.
No. You just can't acknowledge and understand that thinking about the 9-year-old girl at all is the problem. All right, so I guess we'll play feel like 60 the next day. Well, we're just going to go to 60. I'll add 59B at the end.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, I'm
Lauren,
an
shut up.
island boy. I'm an island boy. Okay. Yeah.
So this is the next day, by the way, as well.
Hello?
Oh. Wonder if something to do with that phone. Maybe that other phone's not working right.
Yeah, I don't think it is, dumbass bitch.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, what's up?
I just didn't understand what you said.
Oh.
Called you a dumbass bitch.
When I talk to Ashley tomorrow, I'm going to mention it to her that I want some specific questions put on the polygraph on August 4th.
The questions he wants added are stupid because if you wanted to prove that you're not attracted to children, what would be the question you'd want on the polygraph?
Am I attracted to children?
Right. Yes or no. Right. Lauren wants the question, did I say that I was attracted to that 9-year-old?
Yeah, instead of proving that he's not attracted to children,
Right.
he wants to try to prove that they're lying or that they're lying.
Because he knows he would fail the question, am I attracted to children?
Yep.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
All right, Margarita.
But that's one way that I can get it in writing. But I got to talk. That's why I want. That's why when I tell you that there's things that I won't say over text, there's a reason why I say that because
It's documented evidence.
I need to talk to only Ashley so that nobody else from probation reads my text.
Mm.
Well, I don't know. Goodfellas and Casino isn't ready yet.
Because anybody from probation can read my text.
Right.
Won't they know when you say it to her?
They won't know right off the bat.
So what difference does it make? I think, is he trying to do some like undercover, like gotcha? Oh, Ashley, I want these questions on there. Don't tell the other probation people so they don't know that I'm coming to expose their lies.
You know, actually, that gives me an idea of they should seriously, probation and sex offender treatment folks should really seriously consider hiring Lorne as an inside guy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He can catch the pedos. He knows how he thinks, but he's not a pedo himself.
No,
he just had to register as one.
He's always loved kids, just not in that way.
Yeah.
He's always wanted to protect kids.
He even gave money to St. Jude.
St. Jude.
Can you turn your TV off? Because it sounds like there's someone at your trailer.
There is. There's Roscoe, Sadie, me, Minnie.
Okay, yeah.
In the TV.
Yep.
Okay, Ramona's diaper, though, he's not failing other questions. Right? It's not just his small, struggling brain. Ramona's diaper said the only thing it might be is that it's hard to get a straight answer out of him in any situation. So that might be why he struggles with polygraphs. But that being pretty generous, that's being pretty generous coming from me. Well, I think he failed the searching out minors question because how brief this picture is on the news, right? Which is what they're going to discuss in this call. In order to notice that, he would have to see it multiple times, right? It's not just
Oh,
one.
I'm sure he was up every morning.
Yes. And we already know he likes to watch the news. So he's getting up to watch that. So he knows he's looking for it wherever he can find it.
Isn't she not your probation officer anymore, though?
She still is right now, but Mitchell's, they're in transition between her and Mitchell, but Ashley's the one that I can still call right now. She's still my probation officer right now.
I'm sure she's thrilled.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, won't the guy administering the test know the questions already, too?
Well, I don't know. But if probation tells them that they want those specific questions on the test, then he'll have to put them on the test because it's something that probation be requesting.
Yeah, but you can't have surprise questions on a polygraph.
No, you cannot.
Can't have the what?
You can't have surprise questions on a polygraph. It's not like a pop quiz for the guy.
Yeah, no, it's not a pop quiz for the guy. If probation tells them that they want these specific questions on the polygraph, then he'll have to ask them. Because it would be
so what questions?
It would be requested by probation.
Welcome, Jackie.
The one about the 9-year-old girl. And
Buy Ramona's diaper. Everyone say buy Ramona's diaper.
the other one there.
Stupid rubber bed.
Hang on, I'm getting it. The one about searching for media involving minors for sexual stimulation.
What
Well,
you do?
that's the question you failed, and the answer was the media you were looking at was the 9-year-old girl on the television. That's the media.
Nav the EO. It only took me 8 months to become a member. Come on, people. It's $1. Hear me out in XD. Hooked me into this moron. I stayed for the entire reading and watched them lose their minds. I'm here for life. Well,
We didn't lose our minds. We gained clarity. We became enlightened beings.
I lost my mind. Auntie Trishy, why doesn't she ask him about that bed?
Great question.
I mean, at some point, do you want to know I don't want to know. Like, personally, it's disgusting. I don't want to know what the...
Right? It's for the coom.
But then that image might be in my head.
It's for the coom.
That's that question. Why did you get it listed twice?
No, I think it is right. So the question was, here, I'll share the screen. The way Casey is saying it is correct. It's a multi-part question. Or else there would be a follow-up question that didn't have to do with the internet, if that makes sense. Like, you're not just going to ask the pedophile, hey, have you looked up kids on the internet? No? Okay, good. Must not
no, there's got to be
kids.
a follow-up to that.
Right. But there is no follow-up on the thing. Right. So, Mr. Armstrong failed a polygraph test about accessing the internet, searching for media involving minors for sexual stimulation, and using fantasies involving minors for sexual stimulation in the past 7 months. It's an all-encompassing question. He failed it. So it's not just the internet.
Where is it listed twice?
Oh, good. Because it says right here, searching for media involving minors for sexual stimulation. And
that's all one question.
He acknowledged having sexual fantasies about a 9-year-old girl who was on TV and sings the national anthem wearing a short dress.
Yep.
Yeah, that was your answer when you failed, because you failed the question, have you seen media about, underage girls or something? What was the question again?
It was Mr. Armstrong failed the polygraph test about accessing the internet to search searching for media involving minors for sexual stimulation.
Yeah, that's searching for media. You found a video of a 9-year-old girl on the television. That was your explanation.
No, it says Mr. Armstrong failed a polygraph test about accessing the internet, comma, searching for media involving minors for sexual stimulation.
Yeah, now he gets one.
What are you doing?
You are so stupid you can't even figure out this question, Lorne.
Right.
Then there was another comma, another thing he said.
You understand how that's two separate things, right?
That's what I'm
Accessing
trying
the
to figure
internet, media, and the other thing. It's all in one question.
But regardless of the whole thing, I never went to search for media involving minors for any sexual stimulation.
Lauren
But you
getting up early to watch before the news so you can see the girl in the leggings is searching for it.
But you did.
Okay.
You did, Lauren.
You're taking it like very, very literally, like you are searching like a scavenger hunt. But they said they're asking if you saw any sort of media, whether that be you Googled it, you saw it on the TV, or anything else, and you were aroused by it.
Oh, that didn't happen either.
This isn't funny, Henry. What do you mean? How am I saying it's funny?
Well, then why did you say it then?
Why did I say it didn't? I'm not understanding something, apparently.
Well, no shit, Lauren. All the clits, aka Joe the Pode, $5. I'm late, starting from scratch. Hi to all my litter mates. Kiss, kiss. Welcome. And Poco Jenny, new member. Congratulations. Deborah Rockwell, member 8 months. Congratulations.
Well, that's clear.
When they say media, I automatically think, the internet, news.
Yeah, news.
Robert Bett.
Well, the news. You just said the news. Wasn't that video on the news?
No, that video was right before the news. It comes on right before the news.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean, Lauren. It's on the TV.
It's on the TV, yes.
Media. That's what the media is. Television. Any form of media.
But I don't go searching for it. I never have.
Okay, you're not searching for it, but you saw it on TV and was aroused by it.
But I was never aroused by it.
But you were.
You had to have been. How else would you have failed the question? Deep down, you must know the answer to these things because you failed it. Because you failed the question and then you...
That's what I'm not understanding is how can I fail that question if I was never aroused by it? I was pissed off by it.
Yeah, Lauren, you can't even figure out how you ended up at the Sting House, according to you. Because you never wanted to go there.
You never wanted to go there.
If you get the opportunity, you should kill yourself.
Well, you had to have been aroused by it. Somewhere in your deep down subconscious, you were aroused by it. You got a boner. You said you fantasized about it.
No, I didn't get a boner. I know what aroused means. No, I was not aroused.
Well, it is very difficult
Then why
for
did
Lauren
they
to get
say
a boner.
that you
so.
said you were?
Well, the equivalent for him.
I don't know. But you look at everything that he said on all the other ones. He said the same thing that I was sexually stimulated, basically by everything I did. Anything I mentioned, sexually aroused, sexually stimulated.
Well, what else did they say you mentioned?
Lauren, in a call with Debbie, you admit that you see news stories about whatever teachers or crimes against children or minors, like high school or something. He says he thinks about it and I don't think he uses the word fantasy, but he says something like, imagine what that would be like. That's fantasizing, Lorne. That's what you do. And you're so... This is what I'm saying. Like, him bringing up this picture, he does not have the awareness that is something you wouldn't want to mention because he lies, right? He has no problem lying. That's something you don't mention to your treatment counselor, right? Hey, like if he wants to get out, which he desperately, he doesn't actually want to get better, but he just doesn't understand it.
On everything that he put on there. He says
The only thing you mentioned was like what though? Because I only see where you mentioned.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, Shins. He says he sees the stories and he tries to put himself in the same situation. Lorne. Wood chipper.
Schoolgirls and the 9-year-old. What else did he say made you aroused?
I'm going back to the page again here.
Well, that was it, Lorne.
You should find it and know what you're talking about before you say something. And the girl from Little House.
Yeah, that is the other thing. He thinks we all think like this. And just some of us are honest about it. It's Blue Boy. He left the community, though. It's a long story. The question was, do we know the guy who's pretending to be Casey, or is he just a random troll? No, the trolls all know each other. That's how they get the door in, right? The one troll vouches for the next troll. Which would seem to not work, but Lorne still believes it.
Yeah, every single troll has a backstory with the previous troll.
Right.
Or catfish, whatever.
Emma brought in Ramona, right? Then Emma brought in Casey 2A. Casey 2A turned into Casey 2B, who turned into Winnie, who turned into Debbie's was Winnie's sister. Then Jamie Amy was and then Rhoda was the daughter of Winnie. Then Jamie Amy was the friend of Winnie, and then Casey 3 comes back around because, well, he's already dated her so many times.
He said that as well.
Napalm Sunday. It's nothing related to Lorne. If somebody wants to tell Napalm Sunday the Blue Boy story, it's just.
Okay, and I never said that I was roused by that.
What does it say on there about the Little House on the Prairie girl?
He acknowledged watching Little House on the Prairie.
Is Jorn reborn? Jorn? Who's Jorn? You mean Joran? No.
Joran?
No. Joran is a totally different loser.
Yeah. Reborn's not a loser.
Reborn's no. Reborn's not a loser. I was saying that in terms of
Joran and Lorne.
Yeah, Joran and Lorne, are both losers, right?
And masturbating to Mary. He did not indicate what age she was at the time.
For those who want to know the Blue Boy story, just go onto Reborn's channel. He has a video from December of 22, I believe, titled Blue Boy. And that kind of explains it there.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't the age that she was on Little House on the Prairie. I had seen her in an adult show.
What show?
I don't remember the name of it. It was years ago that I saw her. I remember that I had a crush on her when I was younger.
Well, what was happening in the show?
I don't know. All I remember was she didn't look hardly anything like what she did in Little House on the Prairie anymore, and she had short hair. And I remember she was a reporter or something. Seems like she was a reporter or something like that. But I remember her standing there talking to somebody else, and when they showed the list of the actresses, that's when I noticed her name, and the actors, and I noticed their name. That's when I paid attention to them.
That's weird, Lorne. Very weird. Because you're not naming her right now, right? Did he say her name? I don't think so.
No.
He knows her as the actress from Little House on the Prairie, but then his explanation is, oh, well, I saw her in the credits by her real name, and then that's why I paid attention to the movie. Yet I cannot name the movie or her real name. Right, Lorne. He's such a bad liar.
And it was a show or a movie?
It was one of them Lifetime movies. I guess it was a Lifetime movie, or similar to a Lifetime movie.
So then why didn't you say that you jerked off to a girl on the TV? Why did you mention Little House on the Prairie?
Because I remembered that I used to have a crush on her when I was a kid. When I used to watch Little House on the Prairie.
Well, then how come you just didn't say I masturbated to an actress I saw on TV?
I don't know, because I was just spurting out stuff that was in my head that I remembered. I didn't have
two things going on at once. Flora, that's the explanation I have for Jordan. Creepy, non-boring, funny, non-funny, no talent version of this channel with 200 subs, and then he turned out to be doing the same type of grooming behind the scenes.
I find Jordan's stuff incredibly boring.
I cannot watch it.
Like I want to rip my eyeballs out.
Yeah. His voice is just so grating as well, and his stupid songs. But the line that I stepped on, I want to hear Lorne saying, it just spurts outside of his... Ugh.
Well, then how come you...
Which is interesting because he says the semen let go, right? They semen let go and go into the egg, but his thoughts spurt out of his head.
Just didn't say I masturbated to an actress I saw on TV.
I don't know, because I was just spurting out stuff that was in...
I think he's worse than Lorne in music. I mean, Lorne is a worse singer, but it's at least funny to listen to him be so bad, in my opinion.
All the time. In my head that I remembered. I didn't have any reason behind it. I just remembered I had a crush on her.
There's a reason you mentioned these things to them, Lorne. You didn't just blurt things out. That makes no sense. Like, why did the 9-year-old girl even be brought up in the first place? What was the question he asked you after you took the polygraph that made you mention the 9-year-old girl on TV?
Let me see. Let me think.
Because I'm assuming they wanted some sort of explanation as to why you failed that question.
No, we were talking about stuff, and he asked me if there was anything that I wanted to talk about and that bothered me. And I said, yeah. I said, there's a thing on TV before the news at 5 o'clock every morning that bothers me.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And actually, I think I mentioned it to Sean in class, too.
So they asked you just an open...
So you mentioned the girl on the news twice. That's twice as bad, Lorne. That doesn't give you credibility, right? Are you just thinking about this girl nonstop?
Ended. Is there anything bothering you? And instead of answering, yeah, my brother's drinking or something like that, you went to a very specific...
I list off things that bother me. He asked me about everything. He basically asked me if anything's bothering me before I take the test, and then after I take the test.
Yeah.
But I told him that commercial bothered me.
Bothered me.
And I told him why.
He asked you the question before or after you failed the polygraph?
Yes. Or if there's anything that I want to talk about, or anything bothering me, or anything that would be relevant to the test that I think would bother me, or that would
spit it out.
That is bothering me, or would be relevant to the test.
Oh my God.
How would that affect the test, though? Because the question was, have you seen any sexual media or something like that?
Somehow it's relevant to it. Because they want to know what's in your head.
Well, how is a 9-year-old girl relevant to a failed test about jerking off to minors?
Well,
I think it's relevant.
I mean, Lorne can't make the connection because they would have to admit, like, yeah, no, they asked me if I was having thoughts about minors that were upsetting you. That's probably what the question was. It wasn't, is anything bothering you? It was like, hey, are you having any thoughts about, inappropriate thoughts that are bothering you? And then he went out with, yeah, there's this 9-year-old girl on the news that's, she's could be a victim. Right? Doesn't that make more sense? Like of how this would play out, not just anything bothering you. I mean, I guess it could be as generic as that, and he just lays that answer out. But
I could believe it. I could believe that happened.
Yeah, I like to believe that they asked him about minors, and then that's what he came up with, which makes it worse. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, there is. Check it out, check it out."
Bothered me on seeing that on there. Minnie, what the fuck are you doing?
Yelling at his cat.
It bothered me seeing that on there with her wearing the short dress because of all the predators that are in the world.
Like you.
She's a victim and a target. So that bothered me.
It makes no sense to mention it. I saw the video.
I can't.
And especially, Lord, because you are a predator. Why would you mention that?
Because it's something that bothers me. I was being honest about shit.
Okay, Lorne.
I can't tell you to a T exactly what what was said because it was how long ago? Well over a year ago.
Well, this thing
Ancient
says it was in March of this year.
You're talking about the date of the psych evaluation. Okay, well, the date of the date of that polygraph was back then. The date of the
polygraph's irrelevant because you failed it and then admitted to looking at the 9-year-old. I don't care if it was 15 years ago, 50 years ago, or yesterday.
Well, we're gonna those questions are gonna come up on there. I'm gonna find a way to see if I can find a way to get Ashley to
Lorne!
Have him ask that specific question. If I ever stated that I get aroused by a 9-year-old on TV.
Well, why would they make...
Yeah, let's make it as narrow as possible, Lorne.
Why would they make...
This is important, Casey, because the fact that him putting stuff on there that I never said, and then me going down and doing a psych evaluation, it makes it false. She goes by what he puts on there.
I'm asking you what?
She goes by what Sean puts on there, too.
Okay, great.
You notice she doesn't go by anything I put on there.
Why would they make any of it up? What do they have to gain? Other than losing their job, what would be the purpose of lying about all of this? All of them.
Good
All
question.
those people you mentioned, every one of them lied?
Yes.
The answer's obvious. To help Xavier.
I would like to know.
Right?
Fucking Xavier.
Yeah. Xavier.
What do they have to gain?
Nothing.
Everything.
No, he answers his own question. They have nothing to gain. The JFK assassination where Donald Sutherland's like, who had control? Who stood to gain? And who could pull it out, or whatever the questions are.
Would they make any of it up? What do they have to gain? Other than losing their job, what would be the purpose of lying about
So this is call 61, and same day continued.
all of this? All of them. All those
That's
people
what I
you
would like to
mentioned,
know.
every one of them lied?
That's what I would like to know. What do they have to gain? What did they have to gain from putting that on there?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Oh, God. Where is it? Can't find it. Where's the head smack? There we go. I don't understand the point of what he's getting at. He's saying they have nothing to gain by putting it on there. So therefore, they're just telling the truth.
And they acknowledge that you're a known liar. So they have to go by what you
By
say
what
and what
Sean
they say.
says? By what Sean says?
Well, if you just told the truth, they wouldn't need to take anyone else's opinion.
I've told the truth the whole time.
They say on there that you're a known liar.
Congratulations.
You know, of course they say that.
Because you're
Why
a liar,
is it, of
Lauren.
course, they say that?
They're
Because, you know, it's in their best interest. Actually, I think he gives an answer here.
I'm a known liar, and they know me better than I know me.
Lauren, you can't, in case he brings up this point, you can't name why you went to do your crime. You cannot admit, I mean, you won't admit it, but you say yourself, I gotta figure out, my head is so messed up, I just don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. So yes, you don't know anything about yourself. You're an idiot. Idiot!
You've admitted that you lied to them.
Yes, I have some. Because I didn't trust
You said
them.
you lied because you didn't trust them.
Yep.
Night, Kentucky Gray.
I've never lied to Ashley. I've never lied to Julie. And you'll never find me lying to you again.
Again.
And, I mean, a licensed psychologist came to that conclusion after they spoke with you.
Yeah, after she spoke with me. So it doesn't matter what test she gives me, she's still going to go by what the polygrapher says and what Sean says.
And what you said.
No, she didn't go by anything I said.
Yeah, she didn't go by anything you said, Lauren. Pajamas too. Let's be real. There's so much money in keeping Lauren on probation. It's the real grift of the century. It's just like with Diane Downs, right? There's a lot of money in killing kids.
She takes all of it into consideration when doing a psychological evaluation of you.
Yeah. And they know me better than I know me. That's what they're telling me.
Everyone knows you better than you know yourself, Lauren. Literally everyone. Everyone on this stream knows you better than you know yourself.
Well, you're the one who said this was some smoking gun to get you off probation.
Yeah, well, I thought it was until you made me realize that wasn't that.
So you read it?
Yeah, that it was me, my self-description. Until I realized that.
Well, Kim Calta, it's interesting you say that because that's exactly what they do.
It really sucks having somebody else tell you that they know you better than you know yourself.
Well, that's what a psychologist does, Lauren. You say all the time that you're confused while you do things. You don't know why you've done certain things. It's that person's job to figure it out for you because you don't know yourself.
No, it's the counselor's job to help me figure it out.
Oh, God.
Not the psychologist's job.
Okay. Or someone who's a trained professional psychologist.
When I'm being told it's not the polygrapher's job either.
You keep mentioning the polygrapher. I'm talking about the person who did the psychological evaluation.
Yeah, I'm saying that because she's going by what they say, by what they're saying. She didn't say anything different than what they said. Anything that I said was irrelevant.
No, it's not out there, Kim Calton, but I'm saying this resolves in 59 Part B, where he makes these accusations that he lied about what Lorne had said, and then Ashley goes back and listens to it and is like, it says, according to Lorne, says something like, well, you're both right, because you did say that, or maybe you didn't say it in those exact words, but he's right because that's what you meant. But that was the obvious conclusion of what you said.
So what did you say when you talked to her? What kind of questions did the person ask?
I don't know. There was a lot of questions.
Like what?
There was a whole screen of things where I don't remember now. There was a whole screen of questions where I
How convenient that he doesn't remember.
Can't remember a single question. Which would indicate to me, Lorne, that you don't have the understanding or like processing power to get that the questions you might think are all like, innocent or something. Because there was no question of, are you attracted to kids where you hit no? Then it didn't matter. These questions are all irrelevant. But he does remember that there's photos shown to him of who he's attracted to, and he definitely did not pick any kids.
Answered like 50 questions on one screen. Then she pulled up another screen. I had to answer 50 of those questions.
If you don't remember the questions, then how do you know she's not taking what you said into consideration? Because you don't even remember what was asked.
When I was reading the questions, I knew what was asked, and I answered the questions. I didn't memorize them all. I didn't memorize any of them. I just answered the questions that was asked of me. Then she put up a test with all these different...
So how do you know she didn't take any of your answers into consideration?
It's obvious she didn't.
How do you know?
And I think this is the real answer here. He's hyper-focused on... He didn't understand what the first 100 questions had anything to do with it, right? But he knows when he selected the photos, he didn't select any kids. And so therefore, which is in the report, that according to him and his own choices, he's only attracted to mature and adult women, right?
Right. Yep.
So she took your statements of what you were attracted to in there, but she also took everything else into it.
She's going by what they said, saying that I'm attracted to children.
Well, how do you know she didn't take your answers into consideration?
Because if she had, she wouldn't be saying that I was attracted to children. She pulled them. She gave me this test, Casey. It was like
so many syllables.
About 100 different people on it. There are pictures of people to say so you can point out which ones you're attracted to and which ones you.
Why didn't you say women? Or maybe there were males on it as well, right? Because it did man and female on the,
yeah. I would assume.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. I was like, why did he struggle with that when he was like?
No. None of them that came up that I was attracted to was any kids.
Oh.
And she even put up.
Well, that you answered at least.
Huh?
Well, it depends. Were you honest in the questions?
This is one of the more frustrating Lorne loops.
Yeah, I was.
Because I doubted that if you thought a 9-year-old girl was attractive, I seriously doubt you would answer that question honestly.
You wouldn't go out with Betty. Didn't want to sleep
I'm not
with
attracted to him anyway.
I know, but what I'm saying, Lord, let's just say that you were sexually attracted to 9-year-olds, would you have answered that question honestly on the test?
All right, everyone understand the thought experiment here? Derek, did you follow what Casey said?
Crystal clear.
If you were attracted to minors, Lorne, you're saying you're not, but if you were, would you admit the truth that you were attracted to them? How many times is this going to have to be asked before Lorne gets it?
How can I say that? Because I'm honestly not attracted to them.
I know.
Liars laugh.
I'm saying if you were, would you have said yes or no?
Yeah, because
When
I
they
had to
asked
be
you
honest
that.
on it. I had to be honest
that?
on it.
Yes, so what are you saying? What would your answer be if they asked you?
Be no. Because I'm not attracted to them.
Son of a bitch.
Lorne, follow the conversation. Blackula 499. Was this one of the tests where they measure penile?
I can't remember. I don't
think it actually.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I think they just asked how. It was just basically yes or no. I think. Penile tumescence. Is tumescence the real word? I don't know.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Latin. But I get what you're saying. But here's the thing. Even if it was, the machine has to be able to read something, right?
Yeah, and it's got to, adjust for the hook.
Yeah, but I mean, toonces. There's if it doesn't actually get engorged, then it's not going to detect anything. So
You don't understand what I'm asking?
I
I'm
understand
saying
what you're asking.
if you were
Even if I were.
attracted to a 9-year-old and they asked
I be
you if
honest
you
about
were attracted to a 9-year-old, would you answer yes or no?
If I was attracted to a 9-year-old, I would answer
Yes.
yes.
bullshit.
No, you would not.
Why wouldn't I? I'm there, and I'd be there to have them help me fix a problem.
Why are you honest sometimes and not others if it's something that makes you look bad?
Oh, geez, Flores. Jeez. Yeah, Toonces was only a few sips over the limit before he crashed that car.
I don't like looking bad.
Right, Lauren. That's why you would lie.
That's why you lied about having the Christmas tree.
Yeah, you don't want to think I'm Scrooge. 4 footer. That's why you make up Silent Rick and Dump Truck Man.
But I can honestly say that if I was attracted to him, I would answer yes, because then I know that it would be a problem that would need to be fixed.
So then how come you kept so much information from them before?
Because I didn't trust them.
Yeah, but they're there to fix you and help you.
Yeah, the psych eval, the psych doctor, I wasn't dishonest with her before either. I was honest with her before because I trusted her the first time. That's not the first time I've seen her.
Yeah, you were honest with her, and then she took it on. Yeah, you were honest with her, and she came to the conclusion in that paperwork. And you don't like what she has to say about you because she sees through your bullshit, and now you think she's a liar too, even though you believed her when you thought that your self-assessment was the whole thing.
Yeah, because I thought she was actually seeing me.
Well, she was.
Yeah.
And she wrote it down, and you just don't like the conclusion she came to.
No, I
because
don't.
it shattered your reality.
I didn't shattered my reality. It's somebody telling me that I'm something that I'm not.
I mean, you don't even need to be a clinical psychologist. I mean, Lauren has given us so much proof, right? I mean, just the chat log. 1 day of the chat log. Right? Auntie Trish, says, so explain Kayla. Eric, do you want to handle this? How would Lauren answer? How do you explain Kayla?
Well, Kayla was not because he was attracted to little kids. Kayla was because he was so messed up at the time. His head weren't on straight. His brothers and sister promised him mac and cheese, meatballs, and deviled eggs, and they didn't give it to him. And I mean, if someone promises you, I want to know in the chat, everybody, if someone promises you mac and cheese, meatballs, and deviled eggs, what else are you going to do besides try to molest a little girl? There's no other option.
His head was just messed up at the time. It further proof, besides the whole pedophilia thing, he gave away $8,000 worth of tools, and he gave up his house that was worth $60,000. $60,000. Somebody on the last stream said they didn't think, or they didn't see how Lorne could blow $30,000. I know exactly what he did. He bought $10,000 worth of material, maybe, right? Then he took the rest of the 20 and split it 5 ways. paid them all $4,000, so he had $4,000 left, right? And that's how he lost all his money. That's how he gave it all away instantly.
But when you thought she was telling you what you wanted to hear, that's...
And he probably spent that $4,000 on that truck. Went on the top, grew on the bottom, and fled to Nashville.
When you said she was smart, you believed her.
When I wanted to hear was what the actual truth is. It's not just what I want to hear, it's what the actual truth is.
Lorne, the truth is you're attracted to children.
I think maybe probation's having a problem with...
Yeah, Auntie Tricia. Yeah, that moved to Nashville. I'd say he fled to Nashville because he wanted to be a country music singer. Ever since he was a kid.
Acknowledging the truth?
They have nothing to gain from lying.
No. They just have an internet full of people that are on their asses writing them shit all the time.
See, guys, it's our fault. This is all our fault. And this is what Lorne hates, that the internet follows him.
I mean, you failed the polygraph. I don't even understand how you're arguing this.
Even Chris Hansen is writing to him. Tell him how upset about he...
Can you hear
what
me?
Happened? Yeah, what happened?
No, StreamYard just kicked me out.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
He is about...
Welcome back.
Them letting me on the internet.
Good, and you?
Good, and you?
You failed the polygraph, Lorne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
So?
I don't care about what they're writing or what you think probation is doing to keep you in class. You failed a polygraph with the question about being sexually attracted to girls from ages 10 to 14 and a question about looking at media of children.
I'm going to talk to Ashley and see about getting them questions put back on there.
What are you wanting them to ask?
I want them to ask if I ever stated that I was sexually attracted to a minor.
Okay.
To a 9-year-old.
How about, are you attracted to a minor?
Okay.
I never stated to him that I was.
What about the high schoolers?
Oh, no.
It's a trap, Lorne. It's a trap.
It's a trap, Lorne.
The high schoolers, I was honest about that. I was honest with him about it. And I know that's why I failed it, because I wasn't thinking about it like that. It's the exact same thing I explained to you. I just wasn't thinking about it like that.
If you weren't thinking about that like that, you would have passed the polygraph.
Still, it was explained to me that, it's the same thing. And
yeah, they had explained to him picturing high school girls is the same thing as picturing high school girls. Lorne.
after they explained that to me, I didn't do it anymore.
Right.
Well, then wouldn't you fail that question if you ever mentioned you were sexually attracted to minors? Because high school girls are minors. And you just said you admitted it to them.
Right, but it's like at the time I was thinking about girls that was my age when I was that age. So I wasn't.
But you still failed it. You knew deep down they weren't your age.
Yeah, Anthony Silvestri is exactly right. This was a thinking error, Casey.
Yeah, I failed it because I wasn't thinking about it correctly in the way that I should have been thinking about it.
How come you don't fantasize about your one-night stands or any of the women you've had sex with? Like,
Well, Casey, number one, those are adults, and number two, they never happened. So
why did you fantasize about girls from high school?
It was only that time there. That's the only time I did that. I did that.
Oh. Okay.
I think I masturbated to two girls that I used to go to school with. That was all that I did.
all right, so here's another lie. I thought you said you weren't going to lie to Casey anymore, Lauren.
Oh no!
It said 5 girls.
Oh no. And Anthony Silvestri, he says, remember he told Debbie he was cured in prison, right? He said he no longer liked minors in prison.
I don't remember him saying that.
You don't?
No.
No, he literally does. You say, when did you stop being attracted to minors? He's like, in jail. In prison.
Huh. Fancy that.
Yeah.
5 really. Well, wait. Sharing. Also.
What an idiot. Now he's going through the names. Sharon, Melissa.
Besides about your one-night stands or any of the women you've had sex with.
All right, call 62. Still the same day?
Like, why did you fantasize about girls from high school?
It was only that time there. That's the only time I did that. I did that.
Oh. Okay.
I think I masturbated to two girls that I used to go to school with. That was all that I did.
Compass Realty Hitman? Yeah, it was just 5 girls, and it was only one time.
Yeah. Oh, no,
it said 5 girls.
5 really. Well, wait. Sharing. Also. Christy.
You can try to think of the name.
It's so weird and creepy that he goes through the list of names, right? Like, and the way he explains it as well, right? Well, I guess a lot of,
it doesn't matter. The point is, well, it says 5, and the point is, normal men do not think about young girls like that.
Yeah, well, I don't now. I didn't.
Well, and so
I didn't think of it in that aspect.
Yeah, whenever Lauren is told that something he's doing is inappropriate, well, that's the last time I did it, and I don't want to do it anymore. Not only not doing it, I have no interest in it anymore. Such an idiot. Hairball Yarn, $4.99. Thank you very much. My kitties love your voice. I give them a special treat whenever I join your stream. So, you're training like Pavlov's dog, or are you saying my voice is the special treat?
No, I think
it's the Pavlov's dog thing.
Right.
Yeah. Like, oh, there's his voice. Where's the treat?
So you masturbated the one time to the thought of all 5 girls at one time?
I don't think I did it any more than that one time.
Each. Oh, so that'd be 5 times, Lauren.
Probably each.
So you say you did it 5 separate times?
Probably.
Oh, probably.
Such a weird thing to do as well. You thought of one girl, 5 different girls, one time each. It's just.
Probably. What do you want me to answer? Yes?
The truth, Lauren. Just say the truth.
I don't know. I don't remember. And I can't tell you. I can't be honest with you about that because I don't know.
But you're acting like this shouldn't be a big deal to me.
Right, Libby. He was a minor too, so it's not a problem. He's the same age as them. So picturing them as children, he was also a child when he was from the image he's picturing them. So it's not a problem he's seeing that way at 52.
It was a mistake that I made it was a thinking error that I had.
Thinking error.
It wasn't something that if I would have been thinking a different way that I would have done.
Right, if you were thinking a different way, you wouldn't have done it, but you had a pedophile mind, and you did it.
That's not why I did it.
Well, it is, though. Because normal adults don't think about people from their high school.
All right. Now he's going to start challenging this narrative as, wait a minute. Yeah, right. I mean, it's not the big yeah, right, but...
They don't?
No, normal adults don't do that. Normal ones don't.
They don't think about what if I would have wound up with this girl from school.
That is totally different than jerking off, Lauren. I mean, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong. You could think back to prior relationship you had when you were younger and then, like, theorize, okay, well, what would my life have been like, right? If we had stayed together or something, right? That's totally different than picturing them and jerking off, right? It's just...
Yes.
Right? It is so not what Lauren is describing. And if that is what he's actually thinking while he's jerking off, that's even weirder.
That's not what it was. You were thinking sexually about them, not wondering what would happen if you dated her in the future.
I know, but I was thinking about her back then.
HearMeowt, do you have a clip of the first time you heard Kayla's voice so creepy every time he denies liking little girls' hair?
I like it when you call me that.
You sound so sweet. Oh gosh, you sound so sweet. I don't have the clip of it, but yes, he is ecstatic when he hears that baby voice. Oh my god.
Wondering what would happen if you dated her in the future.
I know, but
Back to the
I was thinking about her back then because that's the only thing I remembered that she looked like.
Exactly, and what I'm saying, normal people don't think like that, Lauren.
But don't. Yeah, Lauren, I feel like that sigh is him thinking like, this isn't getting any better. Like he thought he was going to be able to save this situation or something.
So tired of being evaluated.
Oh, God. Poor Lauren.
You know, I want you, Casey, and you're the only one that I want.
That is a very telling statement. Don't you think? You know why?
I didn't hear it. What was it?
He said, Casey, you're the only one that I want. I know that. I don't want nobody else. He's thinking this is a jealousy thing from Casey. That she's jealous that he's attracted to these kids.
Well, in his mind, that's how everything works.
Right.
It's all about jealousy and, you know, that's the foundation of a solid relationship.
Casey, these other minors mean nothing to me. You're the ones that I want.
I'm not attracted to anybody else anymore. I don't even look at anybody else.
That's such a lie, but also such a misread of this conversation.
You committed the crimes and the evaluation is part of the consequence. And you keep being evaluated because you keep fucking up and you don't take treatment seriously. There's a part in there where she mentions, she asks you to think of something that you learned from class, and she said you couldn't think of anything at all.
Well, I can think of things, it's just a matter of listing them off. I'm not good at it. You experience it yourself all the time.
I learned it
you
was
ask
not
me a
my
question
fault.
and I get to remember something and I get lost.
Is that what he just said?
No, that's what I said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Learned it weren't my fault. I just didn't know how to say the word no.
No.
Now I'm learning how to say the word no.
I just can't remember it right off.
Exactly, you can't remember. It means you weren't paying attention. You've been in this class for like 5 times longer than the average person. You should be able to think of something that you learned. She said you couldn't think of a single thing.
Well,
it doesn't mean that I'm not paying attention.
If you can't think of something you learned, it absolutely means you were not paying attention.
It doesn't mean that I don't weren't paying attention.
Well, then what did you learn? You'd have to know something you learned.
you weren't paying attention, Lauren. We know you were sitting in there with your arms crossed, being like, "This is bullshit, bullshit." I also heard on another call that after he failed one of the lie detectors, or maybe took one, and he was complaining about being in class. It sounded, I don't even remember what call this was, but basically the gist was, it was like one of Lauren's like passing comments before he gets cut off on something else. They whipped out a page from like the workbook or something, right? Or they're like, "Here, fill this out, like complete the assignment," right? And his response was like, "I already did the assignment," right? So he couldn't do it. He can't even bother to fake and say, "Yeah, here's the fake answers I put before." He is incapable of doing this.
She even said she wasn't asking for anything specific, like to memorize like specific tools you learned. She just wanted you to name something at all that you learned.
TV's back on.
I know you're waiting for me to say something.
It's not funny, Lauren. I don't know why you're laughing. It's not funny to me.
Yeah, fucking right. It's not funny. It's not
You're lying and laughing.
funny to me either. It sucks for me because my memory goes blank.
And why are you laughing?
Because I can't believe that my
Floyd, it's not after 5 years. 10 years. 10 years.
mind goes blank constantly. Like, it sucks.
10 years at the time of this call.
At the time
now
of this
14
call.
years.
Yeah, now it's 14.
Can't believe it fucking happens again.
Again.
No, it's not
Wait, what
funny.
is it?
It goes blank constantly. Like, it sucks. It's like, can't believe it fucking happens again. So, no, it's not funny.
And again, for those of you who are newer, Lorne doesn't have memory issues. He only has memory issues about the stuff he cares about. He can remember every single travesty imposed upon him by other females, right? Like, he cannot let, like, for Donkey Kong or Carter in the football game go. He will not drop, like, "Oh, you said Dan was beautiful, but I was cute." He will not let it go. He will continue to call on it for months. He does not have a memory issue. He just has a focus issue on what he wants to focus on. He doesn't give a shit about any of this other stuff. Why does he remember mac and cheese, Swedish meatballs, and deviled eggs? This is so specific, these things. I mean, tying in, like, you can say that he's lying about certain stuff, but he remembers the same lie in those instances, right? He doesn't ever change up those meals. He's so far from stupid to make your head spin, right? Anthony Sylvester. Yes, Auntie Trishy. He remembers what he wants to.
There's absolutely nothing about this that I find funny.
There's nothing that I find funny
I'm
about
taking
it.
it very seriously, Lorne. It's
Right, crack
alarming.
pepper. Every damn betrayal.
Fuck, it's like I'm dealing with this constantly.
The other weird thing is he's so bad of hearing, right? But if he detects like the littlest sound of what he thinks is another guy, right? He suddenly he has, pinpoint hearing. His face makeup.
There's nothing funny about it to me at all.
I think it goes blank because you can't think of an excuse that I'll believe that will get you out of it.
No.
So I can kind of hear what's going on in the background on TV. It sounds like it's
Three's
a
Company?
movie. No, there's a song being sung, and it sounds like it's by a choir. It's like no 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 no. Does that anyone know what that's? It's almost like it would seem like it's a college motto song or something. Is he listening to like is he watching Animal House or something? Right?
Because you can't think of an excuse that I'll believe that will get you out of it.
There it is, Casey. I don't think it's the Deutschland. I know what you're talking about. It might be though, but it doesn't. That's a good call though. It's similar to that.
No, Casey. It goes blank.
No, 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 no. Oh, is that song in Dirty Dancing? Oh, no, 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 no.
I have no idea.
It's got, maybe it's Dirty Dancing. Which, somebody remind me. Dirty Dancing. Does that involve a young female? Yes. Thank you, Libby. Man, we've got we got a great, finale of Dirty Dancing. Okay, we've got such a great chat here. We figured out another little notch into the story of Lorne. He's watching Dirty Dancing.
That's odd.
Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze. No, I was being sarcastic when I said, is there a young girl? Yeah, isn't she like 16 or 17 in it or something? Or her character is?
Just because I'm trying to think of specific things, and I can't pinpoint specific things.
I don't want anything specific. I just want.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is like they're singing it at the final dinner, right? Baby was 16. Thank you. Boom. Boom. Oh, man. I'm so glad we're all here for this. Yes. Don't you feel special right now, Nick Derek? You know something that nobody else has been calling out?
Guess so, yeah.
To know that he's watching Dirty Dancing with the 16-year-old baby being put in the corner as he's talking to Casey Moreau about failing his lie detector test about being attracted to minors. Lorne! Dear God. Yeah, this is very like second only to Finding Fiverr logo in the ultrasound. Yeah, I was on that stream, by the way, Crack Pepper. I was watching that. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, Laura Owens finding the Fiverr on stream. Wait a minute. Yes, thank you for all of your help. I would have never gotten it on my own. I would have just been like humming it.
It goes blank just because I'm trying to think of specific
Welcome, Modern Meme
things,
Shop.
and I can't pinpoint specific things.
I don't want anything specific. I just want a general thing you learned in class.
Katie, Kat, once you get the chance, you'll want to rewind and see the beginning of the stream, I got your quote up there. This is some of the dumbest shit Lorne has ever said. Your quote is literally up there when he's describing the female body. All right, Lorne, come up with one thing. This is actually pretty entertaining the way he does come up with something, but it's so bad.
General thing I learned in class.
And remember, we went over all the RSO work assignments in the last 2 episodes.
Look at the back chat.
Okay. All right. X-Derek has to bow out.
I am heading out.
He's exhausted. Thank you. Oh, go ahead.
Remember, everyone, to kiss your fingers.
Thank you for being here, X-Derek. I know you're exhausted, a busy schedule, but we always love when you're here. And remember to subscribe to X-Derek. He's got videos over there. He's got his own highlights from the Lorneography that he read, which he does both parts, and he does it pretty decently, actually. And his recording was actually, I was like, is this one take?
No,
and
it was a bunch of them.
All right. Well, I'll play your outro music here.
Sweet.
Bye. So one thing he needs to remember from rape class.
God, see my.
What channel for XD? It's its name. Click on it in the description. It should be a clickable link.
Mine's goes blank again. What the fuck?
Well, you just said you were thinking of something specific and you couldn't think of anything.
I said I was trying to think of specific things.
Suma was supposed to come, but
right now it's like my mind is going 100 miles an hour trying to think.
Lorne's brain never goes 100 miles an hour.
Slow down.
Things.
This isn't a race. This isn't like a timed quiz. Take a
Wait, was Suma in the chat? I didn't see her if she was here earlier.
deep breath and tell me something you learned from class.
It's upsetting to me because it happens to me all fucking time.
Here we go. So when you know Lorne long enough, you know what he's doing right here. He doesn't have any answers, so what he's going to do, he's going to start crying as a way to get out of this thing. Yeah, he's crying because this is what he does. He's crying to try and get out of it because he's like being bullied, and I just cannot stop picturing. Whenever he cries, I just imagine like a 6 or 7-year-old stupid little Lorne with his stupid little face. Here he is as a baby, the stupid baby, this idiot, just crying and crying and crying. Oh, well, she was supposed to be here, Rocky. All right, so I'll back it. I've been talking over. I'll just back it up here.
Quiz. Take a deep breath and tell me something you learned from class.
Yeah, idiot with his bronzed baby shoes that his mom no longer wanted.
It's upsetting to me because it happens to me all fucking time.
Yeah, Lorne, people are always asking you what you learned because that's their job. People always ask me, I don't know. This is the same kind of bullshit that Dusty McFetridge did, right? He's like, people, because my condition, people always call me retarded. It's hard to make friends with the internet. For those who don't know, Dustin McFetridge is the one with cerebral palsy that also went down to molest Casey at the same sting house on the final episode of TCAP. He had a cane, and he brought a razor to shave her down there. Thought you want to be safe down there. It's hard to make friends. People think I'm retarded. And then it turns out it's not even the first time he did it, and was married.
I've learned that kids are very vulnerable.
Oh my God, Lorne. Oh yeah. The first cry is always the best, right? When he's crying, not just because he's getting arrested, but because his Kayla princess isn't there. I just want to hold you. I just want to kiss you. So Lauren's big, remember, kids are vulnerable. Wow, Lorne. Yeah, forever wanted. That's what it is, because his claim to fame was, you want me to shape, just like Lorne is like, you want to count those hairs down there now? You count if any more hairs grown? Dusty McFedridge is like, you want to be shaved? Yeah.
I've always known that they're vulnerable and innocent and precious. And
I hate that he says "and precious" because he calls all his catfish like precious. He even literally called Kayla Marie Armstrong precious. Kayla Marie Moore. Yeah, Jeff Selkle.
You have to be watched out for, but I've learned how much.
How much?
I've learned how precious they are and how much they have to be watched out for.
Lorne, is it just me? It might be just me. But how bad of a look is it that when asked what you learned about in your sex offender treatment class for trying to be, or for trying to groom a minor, that the first thing you mentioned after not being able to come up with anything is how precious children are?
So, okay, well, why do kids need to be looked out for?
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Why?
The minds aren't fully developed and they're vulnerable.
Oh, no thanks, Kate. That's only like the first half hour, I believe.
The things that they don't know about.
And you said you didn't know that before class?
No, I knew it, but I didn't know the depth.
What does
I
that
didn't know
mean,
the
Lorne?
depth of how much in danger they could be.
Well, what's the dangers they can be in?
There's some very serious dangers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Some very sick dangers.
Oh, really, Lauren? It's really sick dangers? Can I think of anything that was sick?
I thought you had blonde hair.
Did you bring condoms?
Yes, I did.
What's another one? Let's see. Is this? Oh, let me do that. No, do this. New file. Pretty big dangers out there like this, Lauren?
How old? Supposed to be 13.
Supposed to be 13.
Did you bring...
What? I haven't had a kiss yet.
Lauren, go kill yourself, Lauren.
Well, what did you learn about the dangers that a kid could get into?
Well, I've learned that's the reason I got kicked out of the class.
I mean, he's going to explain it here. The reason he got kicked out of class because he couldn't stand. That's the other most incredibly ridiculous thing that Lauren says. I can't be in class because of how disgusting those guys talk about kids. And therefore, he can't be subjected to it because it just hurts him so much. He hates thinking about it.
There was one specific one that bothered me a lot because he
Rocky, he got kicked out of class for threatening the other pedophiles. He stated he wanted to attack them to Winnie, one of those catfish, and that was recorded and then put online, which is why he got removed from the group counseling.
Kicked out of the class.
Yeah, he was kicked out for more recording and putting Winnie on speakerphone, which allowed her to record it, and then that went on the internet.
There was one.
And he lied about his drinking.
Specific one that bothered me a lot because he talked about it like it was nothing.
You're not answering the question. I'm saying, what did you learn about the dangers kids can find themselves in? What are they?
They can be manipulated easily.
Well, you already knew that before, Lorne.
How so?
Just by talking to a stranger. By thinking that they can trust somebody right off the bat.
Lorne, you literally did that in your channel. You're like, oh, don't talk to anyone. You told them not to talk. You told Kayla not to talk to anyone on the internet, and that, but you could talk to me. I'm a good guy. Don't everyone tell anyone on the internet your last name or where you live. You could tell me. You know all this, Lorne. This is how you operate.
Just because they're an adult. Just because they're an.
Yeah, Alexa's son. The other guy was participating in class and probably graduated.
Authority figure. If they're an authority figure, being an adult, kids all look at adults as authority figures.
But these are like common sense things. I'm just confused how you didn't know these before you took the class?
I've known them before.
Well, then give me something you learned.
No, it's going to be difficult.
Something you didn't know before taking the class.
I've learned the depth of the problem. I've learned.
What are the depths of the problem?
Guys out there with warped minds.
Thank you, Matthew.
That's common sense. I'm saying, what's something that you did not know prior to being in class?
See, this is why I was looking for specifics before.
I think I can hear in the background, actually.
Something that you
All right, call 63, still same day.
Did not know prior to being in class.
See, this is why I was looking for specifics before.
Well, it's just because you mentioned that you already knew that. And that stuff's pretty common sense. I think you know that it's common sense, and that's why you said it.
You said general.
Yeah, general.
All right, do you have my book right there with you?
No, I don't have your book right here with me.
See, if you were to mention something in there, I'd be able to tell you something.
Well, no, I want you to use your brain.
It definitely is Dirty Dancing because I can hear in the background. I had the time of my life and I owe it all to you.
I don't want to give you like hints or clues. I want you to tell me what.
It's so interesting the things you can hear on these versus like earbuds in your monitors. KSZS10s, by the way, people, $50. Plug in headphones in your monitors.
You learned something you didn't already know. Because everyone knows you shouldn't take advantage of kids. Everyone knows kids are vulnerable. You knew kids could be manipulated. That's why you went after kids when you were committing the crime. You already knew that.
I get a specific little word that I'm looking for. And then,
all right. So he knows kids are vulnerable wasn't good enough. So now he's thinking of another one. He's reaching into the deep recesses of his brain. Past all the thoughts about
it's an easy fucking word, dude.
how to groom minors. be
I
another
can't
epic
remember.
fail.
Can't remember the word, specific word. But it's for signs.
Yeah, absolutely. No thanks, MK. He learned nothing. Or no thanks, MK. He learned nothing. He thinks he's better than the other guys. That's absolutely true. He believes he is genuinely not only better, but morally, like, better in terms of overall person, morally standing, and he would never do anything as disgusting as these other people. Yet he's the only one that cannot pass this class.
Within yourself that damn it, what's that fucking word?
What's that word? Come on, Lauren. What's that word?
They tell you when the fuck is that goddamn word?
And does anyone remember what this word is? If you could tell, you could put it in the chat. It's not a spoiler or anything.
For a sign, if it's for a sign within yourself that tells you that something is off, or you can put yourself at risk. Can't believe it. Can't remember that fucking word.
Okay, well,
Triggers.
you don't need to know the word, but give me an example.
Triggers.
Wow, Lauren. You idiot! You can't remember the word trigger? We went through the assignments, right? Remember?
Okay, so repeat the whole thing again, because I was...
But the problem is he thinks trigger is, allowing myself to be used. Allowing other people to use me and be vulnerable. My trigger's being vulnerable.
Confusing.
Look for triggers within yourself.
Yeah, and his explanation is wrong of what it is.
And get away from the triggers.
What are the triggers?
It's even worse, actually, Anthony Silvestri, beyond the 10 years, because after he got kicked out of RSO class, he went to one-on-one counseling. So it wasn't like it was a big group and he was lost in the mix at this point where he couldn't figure out anything that was going on. He's been in individual counseling for over 2 years now, and he can't get it.
The triggers is if you're attracted to someone that's underage, and you're a weakness, and you have a weakness for something about that underage person.
God, even his explanation is just so infuriating. Listen to this.
What are the triggers?
The triggers is if you're attracted to someone that's underage, and you're a weakness, and you have a weakness for something about that.
You're attracted to someone underage, and if you have a weakness about something about that, it's not a weakness. It's a desire and an inability to control yourself, Lorne. Meaning, don't put yourself in situations that will cause you to reoffend, such as being in chat rooms, being on the internet, hanging around minors. It's just so pathetic.
Underage person, get away from it. If you're in a situation in being around a minor that's not supposed to be around, get away from it.
Well, then how do you explain Rhoda, Lauren? And I know you're going to say, Rhoda was 18, she wasn't a minor. Still same principle, Lauren. She was the fake daughter of your fake catfish girlfriend.
So what are your specific triggers?
My specific triggers, I don't really have any triggers anymore.
Oh my God. No. He's constantly having to deny the truth. Lorne, you absolutely have triggers.
What were they?
Saying no. Not being able to say the word no to people.
That's not a trigger, you idiot. That is not a trigger, you idiot.
That's what got me in the whole mess to begin with. It took me a
That's
long
not a
time to
trigger.
figure that out. That's not a trigger. A trigger is alcohol. Alcohol is one. If I
There you go. That's the actual first one. Trigger. Alcohol. You lose your inhibition. Boom. Thank you, Lorne. We've been talking for how long now at this point? Half hour? You couldn't couple up with alcohol for a half hour?
start drinking too much, get drunk too often.
Well, so what are triggers that made you attracted to minors?
Now, I know what Casey is saying here. Is framing it in the way that Lorne is framing it, right? There's no trigger to allow you to be attracted by minors. You either are or aren't. He is. It's the trigger to allow you to act on it. But Lorne is saying, I'm not attracted to minors, but, you know, I got to make sure I don't do something so I become attracted to them again. So excuse Casey in the way she's framing this, but that's why this is. There's no trigger to becoming attracted to a minor.
It all boils down to not being able to say no.
Not being able to say no is a trigger. Nope. Nope. Because we already knew you know how to say no, Lauren, to all your obligations. All of them.
That's what my triggers were.
Well, what were the triggers that made you sexually attracted to minors?
I'm trying to explain this to you if you listen to me.
And I wanted to point out again, like Karen Bluebird just finished Lornography, right? Which is the beginning. Right? Now we've got Casey at the end, right? When we continue to go through the calls in the middle, it's important to see the beginning and the end to know that he is exactly the same person during the sting as he is now, except for he will deny certain things when he's confronted with them. But all the same stuff in between. When you think he's having a breakthrough with Debbie or somebody on the phone in the middle, you know it's all because he ends up right back here.
Oh, I'm listening.
By me not being able to say no, it made me vulnerable to all the adults around me that were using me, and I couldn't.
Well, okay, let me
Adults? You're an adult.
rephrase it because I don't think you're understanding. I'm saying, like, when you saw, let's just use Kayla, for example. When you saw her, what was the trigger that made you approach her?
And the answer to this question is so simple, Lauren. You were attracted to minors and not exclusively necessary, but you know the only women you could approach that will not rebuff you instantly are children because you have experience being around them and attempting to groom them with your own nieces and nephews, right? When you're talking about like, oh, spending all my money on the kids. He knows how much easier it is for him to be able to keep the attention of a kid. So if you don't remember, the question is, what made you attracted to Kayla? Decide to start talking to her.
Somebody that wanted to give attention to me and didn't ask anything in return.
I approached her because she gave attention to me and didn't ask anything in return. That is so stupid. Lauren is such a bad liar.
Somebody that wanted to give attention to me and didn't ask anything in return.
You don't know that when you approach them. She could be the most demanding 12-year-old or 13-year-old ever.
No.
And she may not pay any attention to you.
But that was after. I'm saying, what made you approach her? Because you didn't know she wasn't going to ask you for anything.
The answer, Lauren, is her picture.
I'm saying, what triggered you to reach out to her and approach her?
No, thanks, Kate. No, it says her fault. She gave attention. God, he's dangerous. But this is even before that. He can't even come up with an answer of why he started talking to her without explaining his bullshit reasoning. Like later, being, oh no, I was just she's like he's coming up with the explanation why he talks sexual. Why did you approach her in the first place, Lauren? Hairball yarn. Why doesn't he just pay for sex? It seems obvious solution for him because it's beneath him. That's not love. You can't marry a prostitute.
What triggered that reaction from you?
Okay, this is going to be tough because it's not going to be the answer that you're expecting.
The answer that everyone's expecting, that you were attracted to a minor?
When I first started talking to her, I wanted to look out for her.
You, Lord. Kim Calder says, in case I fall asleep before the end of the stream, I want to tell you I missed your stream next weekend. I'll be at both CrimeCon with an agency I work with. I'll catch you on replay, though. Oh, okay. So, Kim Calder, if you could just go ahead and strap your iPhone to your head, maybe FaceTime me so I can see everything that's going on and I could just be virtually there. And then you just represent me virtually.
And then it just turned around. And to this day, I still try to figure that out.
And this is why you need to watch Lornography, because you know how much of a answer this is.
So that's hard for me to answer because I don't really know myself.
It is truly tragic that, you know, he went in there to try and protect kids and wanted to protect her and ended up grooming her and trying to have sex with her. Just like it's tragic that he promised himself years before that he would never get caught in a sting and then gets caught in a sting. So tragic.
Is it just because you don't want to admit the real answer?
No, because I wasn't myself at the time.
Yeah, I mean, because you said you're a little cutie. That was like the first sentence. So what triggered you to say that? Because at that point,
I saw a picture. I looked at a picture because I'd always popped up the profiles to make sure they weren't guys that I was talking to.
So this is the explanation of how he managed to message 3 decoys that happen to be online at the same time. Because he's literally going through every profile that's online, right-click, picture, right-click, picture, right-click, picture. And as soon as he sees a minor female, message, over and over. Such an idiot.
Yeah, but it was a kid, though, and you said she was attractive. So the trigger, then, is the picture.
Okay, she was cute, so apparently her being cute was a trigger for me to say hello to her.
What are you doing?
He was 13, so that's where I figured I'd talk to him, look out for it, and then I got turned around.
But the trigger was your attraction to her picture.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe because I thought she was cute. So that must
Thought she was cute. Thought she was cute.
have been my trigger.
Must have been my trigger that I thought she was cute. Not that I was attracted to her sexually, that thought she was cute. Yeah, there's plenty of cute women 21 plus, but they, require you to have an actual conversation, and Lauren can't do that.
Well, why weren't you talking to 13-year-old boys?
You don't like boys.
Because I never talked to any guys on the internet.
Any guys, because that would be super gay.
Any males, period.
No males, period, yo. That'd be super gay.
We're doing a story on it.
Well, they need someone to look out for them, too. So why not?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
So when you saw her picture, and when you're saying you thought she was cute, what do you mean by that?
I thought she was cute.
I thought she was cute.
Like you found her sexually attractive?
Like I thought she was cute.
Just cute. More like this, Lauren.
I thought you had blonde hair.
Like sexually attractive?
No, Lauren is not in the closet.
Casey, I told you I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't thinking sexually attractive. I just thought cute.
Alexa's son says all the while he doesn't know Casey's a guy. Yeah, Casey's a guy that he's in a relationship with, but then he was also in a relationship with Jamie, who was a guy. He was dating two guys in a throuple. It was three men in a throuple.
Like cute, like in a little girl way?
Yeah.
He was cute.
Regardless of how many times you ask me the same question on that, you're going to get the same answer.
Well, then why did it turn sexual? Within an hour.
I turned around.
That's what I don't understand why I did that.
Well, you just don't want to admit why you did it.
I don't want to admit why I did it. No, I don't want to admit why I did it because it was...
Well, then just admit
terrible.
it to me more.
I don't want to admit why I did it because it's terrible. Not because you don't know, because it's terrible.
It was terrible,
This is part of,
Casey.
I know, but this is part of me needing to... What I need to figure out, Lauren. This is what I'm saying. You said you wouldn't lie to me anymore.
Yes, I had sexual thoughts about it when I was talking to her.
Oh, wow. Wow. I don't mean WTF as in him revealing that. I'm saying WTF as in him revealing it, not what he revealed. All right? Let's see if we can stay focused.
That's obvious. It's in the writing.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever intend to really go to the house? No, I didn't.
Are they dating during this phone call? No. They're working towards a relationship.
Well, I knew it was obvious, Lauren. I was wondering why you weren't going to just admit it.
So I don't even like thinking about it. I've spent years having to have to think about it.
And do you think that's not a crime to do what you did? Like showing her your dick every day and stuff like that?
Well,
I think it's not a what?
Well, I'm saying, why did you show your dick to her every day?
I don't know. other than being stupid.
Women of Steel, you went so you fully intended to go. No, he knew he never even wanted to go. He knew he never even wanted to go there.
You do know, Lauren.
And other than being sexual. I was being sexual.
And I think at this point, Lauren is just trying to admit something to get Casey to stop going down this rabbit hole. Like, what's the least amount I could admit to get her to stop pummeling me? Because at this point, she's the only catfish left. Jamie turned out to be a man. All the other catfish are gone. He's got Casey left.
For someone I should not have been being sexual with. Because I was attracted to her, Casey, at the time.
Okay, Lauren, well, you didn't admit that for the first hour of this.
These are not answers that are very easy for me to answer.
This should be incredibly easy for you to answer.
Questions for me to answer very easily.
But you need to answer them in order to learn, Lauren.
I've spent so many years thinking about this stuff.
But avoiding answering the questions. You're not honest with yourself.
People seem to think that this is fun shit to think.
He's got to cry again. And he's going to make him a straw man. People seem to think this is fun shit to think about.
Thinking about this stuff.
But avoiding answering the questions. You're not honest with yourself.
You can always hear it when he goes like, that's the tell that he's about to.
People seem to think that this is fun shit to think about.
No one thinks it's fun shit, but these are answers that everyone already knows the answer to. Everybody knows this. Your counselor, probation, the psych evaluator, they know these answers, and you still did not give them these answers.
I've admitted to the stuff that I've done wrong, even in that catalog. I still get asked these questions.
Jesus Christ. You get asked these questions because when you're asked about why you went there, you say, oh, you know, I never meant to do it. You won't admit that you're attracted to a minor, and then you need to develop a plan of how to handle your urges, Lorna. That's why you're asked all the time, because you always backtrack. And we just saw on the paperwork from the court, you can't even describe your original crime correctly. Somebody said something up here. I don't remember what it was that made me think of it. He was painless. Thinking about his dick can't be a new thing for him. So the other thing I was thinking I found interesting, remember he always he famously blames part of being abandoned on the fact that he didn't play basketball. Or he quit the basketball team and all his friends shunned him. Well, he played 6th grade, 7th grade, and then decided not to play 8th grade because he said he wanted to get a job, and then all his friends shunned him. That actually kind of lines up with him hitting puberty and becoming a disgusting freak who is obsessed with it. And people are just like, this guy, this ain't my guy. I mean, there's more to it than that. I just think it lines up in an interesting way.
It's not just other people asking me these questions. It's me asking me these questions every fucking day.
But you know the answer, Lauren. Why are you asking yourself the question over and over? You want to find out an excuse of why you were attracted to them that you can blame on somebody else.
Yeah, but you see when you lied to me earlier when you said you were just trying to protect her? That's a lie, Lauren.
It's not a lie from the beginning, DC. I was going to protect her from the beginning.
No, shut the up, Lauren.
What are you doing?
not a lie, Casey. I was going to protect her from the beginning. Why do all the pedos say the same thing on TCAP? No, I was just going to drive by making sure no one was hurting her. Why would you assume a child is being hurt inside? You drove by because you wanted to make sure that nobody else was getting to hurt her besides you.
That's what I wanted to do at the beginning.
No, you didn't.
It turned around.
It turned around within 5 seconds of talking to her then.
I know it turned around fast.
Yep.
I'm not stupid to it. I know.
Not stupid,
I
dude.
know it turned around fast.
If you were just trying to
Mr.
protect her,
Penis.
you wouldn't have commented on her look.
That could be true.
It is true.
Maybe it's in her. Maybe it's in her, something inside me that doesn't want to admit that.
No, the error inside you is that you're attracted to children. The additional error is that you think you could fool people and lie about it and convince them that there's something else that caused you to do it.
And if you wanted to protect kids, you would have been giving that same warning to everyone. Every child, boy or girl.
I hate going back and thinking about that. When I was sitting at the computer, I was just going through names, through female names, and I pull up the profiles. I wasn't looking for anyone young.
Even that, can you imagine up? He's just going through lists of names. Is that female? Is that a female? Is that a female? Is that a female? It is so pathetic, Lorne.
And it wasn't my intention to do anything harmful. My first thought was, when I saw her name, was I click on her picture and see how old she is, see what she looks like.
Lorne? First thing, you click on her picture and see how old she is. So you clicked on a picture, saw it was a female, and then double checked, yep, she's a minor. And then decided, I'm going to message her. Lorne, Lorne, you were seeking out children. How do you not see this? Or how do you deny this?
Well, you had already done it with Molly and Melissa, so
Welcome, Women of Steel.
how do you explain that?
With Molly and Melissa, those both just turned out friends. I didn't even know what either one of them looked like.
Yeah, but you had Molly show you her tits. You flashed your dick, according to your own statement. You went down to the fair, supposedly, to just see each other and make sure you were real. I don't believe that story. I believe you thought she was going to be at the fair and you went down there to stalk her. That's a whole different story.
That's all they were. Just starting out with just friends. Just somebody for them to talk to and somebody for me to talk to.
You say you want to be friends. That's a newly sharpened blade. That's a dagger to the heart. Yeah, Maine. They're in Maine. From the promises we made. It's a chapter full of pain. Season full of rain. By the way, I made a music video of that. I'll put a link to that in here. I like it. Because I like mocking Lorne when he sings because he's so bad at it.
So you understand you have a history of this behavior. Doesn't matter how it started. You talked about being boyfriend, girlfriend with those two kids.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I know I did.
No.
So what I'm saying to you, Lauren, and basically the entire purpose of this call was to tell you that I don't know if I can take this further If you can't prove to me that you're not attracted to children, if that's too serious of a thing for me.
I'm not attracted. I just think they're cute.
Casey, I'm not attracted to children.
I know you say that, but I'm just being honest with you. That's something to me that I can't look past, and you need to figure out a way to show me for probation, to show me or another psych evaluation, because this isn't something I'm taking lightly at all. I need something from you.
Lightly. I'm happy that you're not taking it lightly.
Oh, God, Lauren.
If you took it lightly, I wouldn't think you'd be serious with me.
This is one of his most pathetic moves. Whenever he does something really bad and people call him out on it, he's like, "No, I'm you know what? I'm glad you're telling me how much you hate me for this, because otherwise I wouldn't think you're serious about us." This is his mental gymnastics. How does one person do this?
I need something from you.
How defective is his brain that it processes information like this?
I'm happy that you're not taking it lightly. So if you took it lightly, I wouldn't think you'd be serious with me.
She just said, "I'm going to need proof you're not attracted to children." And you said, I'm glad you're concerned that I'm attracted to children and want proof that I'm not, because that would mean you weren't in this for the long run, baby. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing.
I'm happy that
Well,
you...
that's what I'm saying. I don't... Well, I don't want any talks of relationship or you calling me baby or visiting or anything. You need to show me that you're not attracted to kids. Because I can't look past that, unfortunately.
Hairball yarn kitty.
That's too much for me.
Mommy wants to give you a treat. Yeah, exactly. Anthony Silvestri, show me that you care. Mr. Canopy Man, how does he think he has a chance with her after this whole conversation? I would have given up on this long ago before now. I mean, this is actually less ridiculous, in my opinion, than when he's talking to Debbie, thinking they're getting close, and he's like, yeah, I was the one who had sex with an underage girl. When he finally admits it, and he does it in order to get closeness with Debbie. What? The literal... That is the most crazy call I've ever heard. That logic of like, yeah, I'll confess to being a pedophile, which there's plenty ample evidence of. But when I do, she's gonna love me. You
need to get another polygraph. You need to get a psych evaluation. Something that explains why you failed those questions, and something that explains why the psych evaluation papers have you saying those things about the fantasies.
Hairball yarn. What's a biscuit? What's a biscuit?
I need some sort of explanation. And I wish I could just take your word for it. But unfortunately, when you've lied to me as many times as you've had in the past,
come on,
I can't tell when you're telling the truth or not, and that's your own. You caused that.
Come on, honey. Oh, come on.
The reason I've lied to you so many times...
Okay, Lorne. The reason I've lied to you so many times because you see me, what's happening to me on the internet. You're still talking to random strangers, Lawrence. So you can't have this excuse of, well, you've seen what's happening to me with my prairie catfish. You are still talking to catfish. And that doesn't excuse your lying. Okay?
In the past. Because I really didn't know if you were even you.
Just Lorne, the insanity of Lorne thinking this is going to be some soliloquy or monologue to reignite the flame. You know what? He thinks this is his, like, you had me at hello kind of statement. I didn't really know it was you because I've dated so many fake versions of you before this. That's why I couldn't be honest.
Okay, well, I don't want to hear any excuses for why you lied.
Casey, it's kind of important for you to hear it.
Well, I know.
Is
I
it?
know.
You know how many times I've been catfished?
Yeah, I know.
You love
I put
it.
up a defensive shield around me about what I do and what I tell people.
Okay, well, that's not important to me. What matters is that you lied about things that you didn't even have to lie about. Just for example, the other day when you borrowed money from your mother, that was something that did not need to be a lie.
Yeah. Crack Pepper says, I heard Lorne begging Emmett and Debbie to post something on a Facebook page to see if the woman asked for his number today. But he was begging. This is after it was revealed that KC2A and KC2B were not actually Casey. Somebody pretending to be Casey again message, and he was desperately asking them to get in touch with Casey because he thought he deserved a chance at a real shot. I want a real shot. We got a real good chance. And that's before KC3. What a moron. I'll back this up a little bit. She's explaining the consequences of lying.
About, just for example, the other day when you borrowed money from your mother, that was something that did not need to be a lie. You wrote it out for so long until you finally admitted it, and it's stuff like that. You don't just lie about big things. You lie about even little things.
Because I've had to, Casey.
Okay, well, don't get mad at me. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't trust you.
But you look at the catfish and what they did. Anything I would tell them, they would put on the internet.
Okay, well, what I'm telling you is you've lied to me.
With what you did, you wouldn't be upfront with me and you wouldn't tell me certain things. You wouldn't show me certain things. I had my reasons for lying.
Yeah.
Because you weren't being quite honest with me either.
Because the truth makes you look bad. You didn't know there was a KC3. This is KC3, right? See how it says Hairball Yarn? See how it says CAS3Y? This is KC3, case 3.
Okay, well,
that's what all them did.
Okay, well, it's not my fault that you lied to me. And the point I'm making is, I mean, regardless of the reason why you lied, you still lied. This paperwork says they know that you've lied to them before. So it's not just the people who put you on the internet, it's your providers as well. And that's why I'm saying I can't just take your word for it. I need your counselor and your probation officer, someone who is responsible for monitoring you. One of them needs to have something that says that you're not a danger to children or attracted to children.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Those are my requirements for taking this to the next level, Lorne. And I think you understand that because that's a big deal.
I understand it, and I'm not unhappy that you're looking for something like that.
This is back to his default. I'm not unhappy that you're trying to look for it. That you're trying to look for these because that shows me that you're serious. And this is actually a good thing for us, Casey.
I'm happy about it.
Happy about it.
It's just upsetting that I feel like we're going backwards.
You totally went backwards, you idiot. All right, that's the end of call 63. I think I'm going to save 59B in order of the chronological because it doesn't happen for another week after this, and we've got a whole lot of Alex Jones calls before this. And I also think it is good that after all these conversations you hear the Alex calls, and then you're going to have 59B where he tries to rewrap this again and cannot embrace what he supposedly has admitted to, even though he says he's not going to lie to her anymore. Anywho, we will listen to those calls tomorrow night, Sunday. So, actually, it might be that, or I wanted to do a video on Mackenzie Shrilla's dad, especially with the TMZ video. It's just, I aunt and Alex call. What does that mean? It's just the same. It's the same jealousy where he's like, "What the f? He's spending the night at your house because he knows he can get drunk." Oh, you can't be here tomorrow? Well, you can always watch on replay. But anyway, like Mackenzie Shrilla's dad just said crazy stuff on the documentary on Netflix, and then he got even worse when he went on TMZ. And I'm just like, whatever the dude's name is, stop talking. Hear me out. Meowgarita says, hear me out. I want an Alex call. Sorry, I've been going to spelling school for 14 years. Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Please remember to hit the like button on your way out and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you again to Xteric for being here. And everyone have a good night. Kiss your fingers. Delete your archives. Kiss your face. Hard eyes. Bye.
Kayla Marie, you know you are my precious baby girl. I swear I love you just so much, my little princess, my little baby girl. Let's just have sex. Now listen to me, Kayla, miss. The penis wants his girlfriend now. Miss for join up between your legs, Kay. So tell me, did you count? Did you count those hairs down there yet? Or were there too many for you to count? Cause Kayla, if there are, I mean that just might be okay. As long as you promise to taste my wine. The white stuff that comes out of a grown man's penis. Tell me, Kayla, do you know what it's called? Because you have it too. It drips out of your vagina. When you get excited and I'll taste it. I wanna taste your cum, your 13-year-old cum, Kayla. Eating is what it's called when a man licks all up and down your clit. It's gonna feel oh so good for my precious little baby girl princess. I'm gonna pick you up and throw you in my white Dodge Ram and take you with me to my apartment. As soon as we get in, your clothes are coming off precious, but it's gonna be like, what the fuck? Get on the floor, Caleb.
Pretty squad in this bitch for real. Pretty squad in this bitch for real. D-Mac, that's my name. I stay strapped with that razor cane. Gonna shave my lower babe. I thought we agreed Kayla was her name. Shut up, Lorne. This verse is mine. I know it's yours, but you're out of your mind. Cause I love the first, the baby girl is mine. Don't do this again, just chill. Here, pop one of my Medicare pills. Pretty squad in this bitch for real. Pretty squad in this bitch for real. Born, aka son of Cord. Crucified, willing green, tell me thanks the Lord. Paid the price for your sins, really miss my dog. His name was Bud and I miss him a lot. Bitch, you know I'm with the shits. Sitting here jacking into Kayla's pics. She just so cute, you know what? I might have to go up in her butt. 2, not K, let's get this shade. Pretty squad in this bitch for real. Pretty squad in this bitch for real.